Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Success is never about talent alone. It's about consistency. Anyone can do something great once, but to do it every day, even when no one is watching, that's what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Most people fail because they try to change their entire life overnight. They wake up one day and say, from today I will study for 5 hours, exercise for 2 hours, meditate for 1 hour, and read 50 pages daily. It sounds impressive, but after 3 days they give up. Why? Because the change was too sudden and too big. Human beings are not designed for drastic changes in one day. We are designed to adapt step by step. If you want to build consistency, start small. If you want to read more books, don't force yourself to read 50 pages a day from the first day. Start with 5 pages. If you want to exercise, don't spend 2 hours in the gym on your first day. Start with 10 push-ups at home. If you want to wake up at 5 a.m. but currently wake up at 9 a.m., don't set your alarm for 5 tomorrow. First wake up at 8:30, then 8 o'clock, then 7:30, step by step. Small beginnings build confidence. Every day you complete your small task, your mind says, see, I can do it. And slowly you build trust in yourself. This trust is powerful. It becomes your foundation for bigger actions later. Many people think starting small is weak. They want to go big from day one. But what they don't realize is big achievements are the result of small, consistent actions multiplied over time. A tree does not grow tall overnight. It grows inch by inch, root by root, day by day, until one day it becomes unshakable. So don't be in a hurry to transform your entire life overnight. Start small, but stay consistent. Because if you keep growing little by little every day, one day people will look at you and wonder, how did you become so strong, so disciplined, so successful? And the answer will always be the same. Small steps, done consistently, build unbreakable greatness. Most people struggle to stay consistent because they don't know why they are doing what they're doing. They wake up, go through their routine, set goals because everyone else is setting goals, but deep down they have no clear reason. When difficulties come, when they feel tired, or when distractions appear, they give up easily. Why? Because their why is not strong enough to keep them grounded. Imagine a man trying to climb a mountain. If he is climbing just because someone told him to do it, the moment he feels pain in his legs or the weather becomes harsh, he will think, why am I even doing this? And he will go back down. But if there is a treasure waiting for him at the top that can save his family, or if his loved one is waiting for him up there, he will keep climbing no matter how tired, hungry, or hurt he feels. The pain will not matter because his why is clear and powerful. Your why gives meaning to your actions. If you want to wake up early, ask yourself why you want to do it. Is it to have quiet time to build your dreams before the world wakes up? If you want to start a business, ask yourself why. Is it to gain freedom, to help people, to give your parents a better life? If you want to study harder, ask yourself why. Is it to create a future where you never have to worry about survival? When your why is clear, your excuses disappear. You stop telling yourself, I'll do it tomorrow. You stop needing motivation videos every day. Your why becomes your fuel. It pulls you out of bed in the morning and keeps you working late at night, even when everyone else is relaxing. But your why must come from your heart. It cannot be borrowed from others. It cannot be to impress someone. It has to be your own truth. Because only your truth has the power to keep you consistent, even when life becomes heavy. So take time today and ask yourself, why do I want this goal? Why must I do this every day? Dig deeper until your answer makes you emotional. Because once you find that reason that touches your heart, you will realize staying consistent is no longer a struggle. It becomes a responsibility to fulfill your purpose. Most people spend their entire lives looking for motivation. They watch videos, listen to podcasts, read quotes, hoping something will light a fire inside them every day. But here's the harsh truth. Motivation is temporary. It's like a cup of coffee. It wakes you up for a while, but after some time it fades and you are back to your lazy, distracted self. If you want to stay consistent, stop seeking motivation and start building discipline. Discipline is doing what you need to do, whether you feel like it or not. Motivation depends on your mood. Discipline depends on your decision. Think about farmers. Do you think they wake up at 4 a.m. every morning because they feel motivated? No. They wake up because they have no choice. Their crops depend on them. Their family depends on them. Rain or storm, hot or cold, they go to the field. That is discipline. That is why they survive. If you keep waiting for motivation to come, your life will be like a roller coaster, up and down, excited and lazy, starting and quitting. But if you build discipline, your life becomes stable, strong, and reliable. You will do your work on good days, and you will still do it on bad days. Don't get me wrong, motivation is beautiful when it comes, but never depend on it. Depend on your habits. Depend on your routine. Depend on your decision to show up every day no matter what, because the people who win in life are not the ones who are always motivated. They are the ones who are disciplined enough to act even when they don't want to. There will be days when you feel tired, uninspired, or frustrated. On those days, motivation will not save you. Only your discipline will. So train yourself to stop saying, I need motivation. Replace it with, I need to keep my promise to myself. Once you understand this, you will no longer waste time looking for reasons to do your work. You will just do it. And that consistency, built on discipline, will create results that no amount of temporary motivation ever can. If you want to build true consistency, you need to reach a point where your daily actions are no longer decisions you debate, but habits you follow without question. Think about brushing your teeth. Do you ever wake up and say, should I brush today or not? No, you just do it. It has become part of your life. It is a non-negotiable habit. This is what you need to create with your goals. If you want to study every day, make it non-negotiable. If you want to work on your business every day, make it non-negotiable. It should not depend on your mood, energy, or motivation. It should become something you do because it is simply who you are. People fail because they treat their goals like options, not obligations. They say, if I have time, I'll read today. If I feel like it, I'll exercise today. This mindset will never build consistency because there will always be excuses. There will always be reasons to delay, to skip, to rest. But when something is non-negotiable, you do it no matter what. Successful people don't always have more time or energy than others. They just don't negotiate with themselves about their commitments. They don't argue with their minds. They have decided that certain actions are part of their identity and they follow through with them every single day. Imagine if every time you woke up you had to motivate yourself to brush your teeth. It would be exhausting. That's how most people live their lives with their goals, trying to motivate themselves daily. But once you make it a habit that is as normal as brushing your teeth, it will no longer drain your mental energy. You will simply wake up and do it. Building non-negotiable habits starts with small promises. Pick one action. Commit to it daily, no matter what. Even if you do it for just 5 minutes on your busiest day, never break the chain. Over time, your brain will stop seeing it as a task and start seeing it as a part of your identity. That is when true consistency is born. Remember, Consistency is not about pushing yourself to the limit every day. It's about creating systems and habits that become automatic. Because when something becomes automatic, you no longer need to find reasons to do it. You just do it. And that's how greatness is built, quietly, day by day, through habits that are non-negotiable. One reason people give up on their goals is because they feel like they are not moving forward. They work hard for days, weeks, or months, but then say, what's the point? Nothing is changing. The truth is, progress is often invisible in the beginning. It is like planting a seed underground. For a long time, you see nothing on the surface, but deep down, roots are growing strong. That is why it is so important to track your progress. When you track your actions every day, you create proof for your mind that you are moving forward, even if the results are not visible yet. It builds your confidence. It fuels your consistency. Think about this. If you wanted to lose weight and you exercised every day without ever checking your weight or measuring your waist, your mind would start doubting, is this working? But if you measure yourself every week and see even a small change, you will feel encouraged to keep going. That small number on the scale becomes a reward that tells your brain your effort is working. Don't stop. Tracking your progress is also a way to stay honest with yourself. Many people think they are working hard, but when they write down their daily actions, they realize they are skipping days or not putting in enough effort. The pen and the notebook never lie. Your written records will show you the truth. You don't need fancy apps or systems. Keep it simple. If you are reading books, write down how many pages you read today. If you are learning a skill, write down what you practiced today. If you are building a business, write down what actions you took today to grow it. Even if your progress is small, it is still progress and it deserves to be acknowledged. When you track your journey, you will start seeing patterns. You will see what works and what doesn't. You will understand yourself better, your productive times, your weaknesses, your strengths. And with this knowledge, you can improve faster. Most importantly, progress is addictive. When you see that you are moving forward, no matter how slowly, you will want to keep going. Your brain loves progress. It gives you energy, motivation, and purpose. But if you don't track it, your mind will convince you that nothing is changing and you will lose your consistency. So remember, don't just work hard, measure your work. Don't just take action, record your actions. Because the person who tracks their progress never loses hope. They know that growth is happening, and one day when they look back at their records, they will realize how far they have come step by step, day by day. One of the biggest reasons people lose consistency is because they make a mistake or miss a day and then spend the next week hating themselves for it. They think, I'm messed up again. I'm so weak. What's the point of trying if I keep failing? And slowly, this guilt turns into shame, and that shame turns into giving up completely. But the truth is, you are human. You will mess up. You will skip days. You will make mistakes. It's not the end of your journey. What truly matters is how fast you forgive yourself and get back on track. Think about a child learning to walk. When they fall, do they sit there and think, I'm so stupid, I'll never walk again, everyone else is walking and I can't even stand properly? No. They get up, try again, fall again, and try again. They don't carry guilt for falling because falling is part of learning. You need to treat yourself the same way. Consistency is not about being perfect. It's about never quitting. It's about falling down 10 times and getting up 11 times. When you skip a day, don't waste energy punishing yourself. Use that energy to restart immediately. Forgiving yourself quickly is a powerful skill. It allows you to focus on your future actions instead of your past mistakes. People who hold on to guilt for too long lose valuable time. Instead of using today to improve, they spend today crying over yesterday. Ask yourself, if your best friend made a mistake, would you tell them they are worthless and should give up? No. You would tell them it's okay, learn from it and keep going. But when it comes to ourselves, we become our own harshest enemy. That mindset destroys consistency. Learn to forgive yourself like you would forgive someone you love deeply. Because if you don't forgive yourself quickly, you will keep carrying the weight of your failures, and that weight will slow you down and eventually break your spirit. Life is long, and your goals are not achieved in one day. Missing one day will not destroy your dreams, but giving up on yourself will. So whenever you mess up, stand up immediately. Say to yourself, I forgive myself. I will do better today. That is how consistent people think. That is how strong people stay unbreakable. Remember, your mistakes do not define you. Your ability to rise again does. The faster you forgive yourself, the faster you return to your path. And that is what will take you to your dreams when everyone else has already quit. People often say they want to stay consistent, but their environment is designed for distraction. They sit with their phone in their hand while trying to study. They keep social media apps on their home screen while trying to work on their business. They sleep with their phone next to their pillow and wonder why they can't wake up early. They say they want to eat healthy but keep chips and chocolates in their cupboard. This is self-sabotage. If you want to stay consistent with your goals, you must remove temptations from your environment. Discipline becomes easier when your surroundings support it. If you keep testing your willpower every hour, eventually it will break. Willpower is like a battery. It drains with constant use. But if you design your environment wisely, you don't need to rely on willpower all the time. If you want to study deeply, put your phone in another room or switch it off completely. If you want to wake up early, keep your alarm far from your bed so you have to stand up to turn it off. If you want to eat healthy, stop buying junk food. If it's not in your house, you won't eat it. People think successful people have superhuman willpower. But the truth is, they are smart enough to avoid temptations instead of fighting them. They design their life in a way where the easiest option is the best option for their goals. Imagine you are trying to walk straight, but every few steps someone keeps pushing you sideways. That is how temptations work. You keep getting distracted and soon you realize you are far away from your path. But if you remove those distractions, walking straight becomes natural. If you want to read more, keep a book on your table, not your phone. If you want to exercise in the morning, keep your workout clothes ready near your bed. Make good habits easy to start and bad habits difficult to access. Temptations are like thieves. They steal your time, energy, and focus silently. And by the time you realize it, the day is already gone. Protect your focus by removing everything that does not align with your goals. At first, it will feel uncomfortable. You will feel restless without your distractions. But soon you will realize your mind is clearer, your actions are faster, and your progress becomes steady. Remember, success is not just about hard work. It is also about smart work. Remove temptations from your life, and you will find staying consistent becomes 10 times easier. Because when your environment supports your goals, you no longer have to fight your surroundings every day. You simply flow in the direction of your dreams. If you want to know what your future looks like, look at the people you spend most of your time with. Human beings are like water. We take the shape of the environment we are in. If you surround yourself with disciplined people who are hungry for growth, who wake up early, who keep their promises, who chase their dreams without excuses, their energy will influence you. Their standards will become your standards. But if you spend your days with people who complain about life, who waste time gossiping, who spend hours scrolling social media without purpose, who laugh at your goals and call you too serious, slowly you will become like them. No matter how strong your willpower is, the people around you affect your mindset, your energy, and your habits. Think about a student preparing for exams. If his friends are serious, discussing questions, testing each other, staying focused, he will automatically study harder. But if his friends are skipping classes, watching movies, and mocking those who study, he will start doubting himself. He will think, maybe I'm wasting my time. Maybe I should relax like them. That is how environment destroys consistency. You don't need to cut off everyone, but you must protect your energy. If you can't find disciplined people around you, read books by disciplined people. Watch interviews of people who built great habits. Follow people online who push you to become better. Slowly, you will attract similar people into your real life. Discipline is contagious. When you see someone working hard every day, you feel inspired to do the same. When you hear your friend wake up at 5 a.m. to exercise, you will think, if he can do it, I can too. But if you hear your friend say, let's sleep more, let's skip gym today, one day it won't matter, you will feel tempted to give up as well. In life, the people who win are not always the most talented. They are the ones who surround themselves with the right tribe. Because your environment shapes your consistency without you realizing it. It shapes your language, your thoughts, your standards, and your dreams. So look carefully at your circle. Ask yourself, are these people helping me grow or holding me back? Are they disciplined or distracted? Do they inspire me or drain me? And remember, it is better to walk alone on the right path than to walk with a crowd going nowhere. Build your environment with intention. Surround yourself with discipline and your consistency will become natural. You will no longer have to fight alone because everyone around you is climbing their own mountain too. And when you fall, they will lift you. When you win, they will celebrate with you. That is the power of a disciplined environment. It turns your lonely journey into a powerful movement towards greatness. Most people think they will only celebrate when they achieve their big goals. They say, I will be happy when I earn my first million. Or, I will celebrate when I finally lose 30 kg. Or, I will feel proud only when my business becomes successful. But this mindset is dangerous because big goals take time. And if you wait months or years to feel happy, your journey will feel like endless suffering. The truth is, you need to celebrate small wins along the way. Every time you complete a small task, every time you keep a promise to yourself, every time you choose discipline over distraction, you deserve to feel proud. Because these small wins are not small, they are the steps that build your big victories. Think about climbing a mountain. If you keep looking only at the peak, the climb will feel impossible. But if you celebrate each milestone you reach, if you pause to breathe, look at how far you have come, and feel grateful, your energy and motivation will stay high for the rest of the journey. When you celebrate small wins, your brain releases dopamine, the chemical of motivation and happiness. This trains your mind to enjoy the process, not just the destination. And when you start enjoying the process, consistency becomes easy, even natural. You wake up looking forward to the day because you know that every small action today will give you a reason to feel proud before you sleep. But most people ignore their small wins. They say, it's not enough. They beat themselves up for not being at the finish line yet. This kills their self-confidence. Slowly, their mind starts believing, no matter what I do, it's never enough, and eventually they quit. Celebrating small wins does not mean throwing a party every day. It can be as simple as telling yourself, good job today. It can be writing a next to your task. taking a short walk in nature, enjoying your favorite tea, or listening to a song that makes you feel powerful. These little celebrations keep your spirit alive. Remember, success is not one big achievement. It is a collection of small wins stacked together over time. If you don't respect your small wins, you will never reach the big ones, because your journey will feel empty and meaningless. So from today, promise yourself, every time you finish a task, celebrate it. Every time you keep your word, acknowledge it. Every time you push through laziness, honor it, because when you celebrate your small wins, you train your mind to keep winning. And in the end, it is the mind that decides whether you give up or keep going until your dreams become reality. In life, you will meet many talented people. People who are smarter than you, faster than you, more gifted than you. And if you keep comparing yourself to them, you will always feel small. But let me tell you something that most people don't realize. Talent alone does not win. Consistency does. Talent is like having a fast car, but if you never drive it, it's useless. Consistency is like having an ordinary car that you drive every single day, kilometer by kilometer without stopping. In the end, the person who drives every day will travel further than the person who owns the fastest car, but never uses it. How many times have you seen talented people give up? They start strong, impress everyone with their skills, but when things become difficult, when they don't see results quickly, they stop trying. Their problem is that they have always relied on their talent to save them. But success doesn't work like that. Success rewards the person who shows up every single day, no matter how they feel. If you look at great athletes, artists, or entrepreneurs, you will see this pattern. Many of them were not the most talented when they started, but they were the most consistent. They practiced longer, they worked harder, they failed more times, and they never quit. While others were sleeping, they were working. While others were relaxing after a small success, they kept building. That consistency transformed them from average to unstoppable. Consistency builds something that talent alone can never build: discipline, patience, mental strength, and humility. Talent makes you proud. Consistency makes you strong. And in life, strength beats pride every single time. People often say, I'm not as talented as him, so why should I try? But this is the mindset of losers. Winners think, I may not be as talented, but I will outwork him. I will outlast him. I will stay when he quits. Because in the end, it is not about who starts first. It is about who keeps going until the finish line. Consistency is powerful because it compounds. Small efforts repeated every day turn into extraordinary results. Reading 10 pages daily turns into dozens of books in a year. Doing 50 push-ups daily turns into a strong body in a few months. Saving small amounts daily turns into wealth in a few years. But talent without consistency is like a seed never planted, full of potential, but it dies unused. So don't worry if you're not the most talented in the room. Be the most consistent. Be the one who never gives up, who keeps learning, who keeps moving forward despite failures. Because life will not always reward the smartest or the strongest, but it will always reward the one who stays in the game the longest. Remember this. Talent opens the door, but consistency keeps you inside. And if you stay long enough, even the most talented will look at you one day and wonder, how did he achieve so much with so little? And the answer will be simple. You showed up every single day, and you never stopped walking toward your dreams. So remember, you don't need to be special. You just need to show up every day, do your work, and never quit. That's the ultimate secret to staying consistent, and in the end, that's the secret to success itself.